What's up, y'all? Episode 9 is here. I cannot believe we are almost to double digits in this video series. Honestly surprised that I've kind of held on to this, but the feedback has been great. So thank y'all as always. Appreciate y'all just sending me messages, responding on IG, all that type of stuff. If you don't know me personally, hopefully you're watching this out there on YouTube and you're getting something out of it, or at least getting, if it's not recovery inspiration, it's just life inspiration. Just want it to be as motivational as possible for anybody out there going through whatever it is. Maybe it's not physical pain, maybe it's mental pain, emotional pain, whatever it is, but you're not alone out there. And I just want everybody to know that and keep going in whatever you're doing. Today actually marks the start of the Lunar New Year. So happy Chinese New Year, happy Lunar New Year to everybody out there. And this is the year of the snake. So that means a lot, especially to me, as I mentioned in my last video, me being a big Kobe Bryant fan. The year of the Mamba, we got to get to it. No matter what's trying to hold us down, no matter what's trying to hold us back, you just got to keep striking, keep going, keep working, keep staying at it, because that's the only thing that's going to get you where you want to go. So now I'm going to get off my Tony Robbins-esque pedestal with the motivational speech vibes and get into this week's update. So I met with my PA for my orthopedic surgery, and we got mostly good news and something that is not bad news, but sad news. So I'll explain what that means in a minute, but just want to preface it by saying you're not always going to hear what you want or get what you want in life, but it's going to be your perception that really is responsible for how you move forward. So in this case of me getting sad news, again, most people would think of it as bad, but I just pivoted and refreshed perspective as being sad. Will I get over it? Yes. Does it suck? Yes. Those two can happen at the same time, but it's how you choose to move forward that really matters. So good news first is that recovery is actually coming along quite well. My range of motion is increasing, as you all know. I've been actually getting up, not only walking more, but I've been working out more. So I'm back in the gym doing a lot of range of motion exercises, doing regular lifting exercises for my upper body, for my core, for my back, for my other leg, and even starting to do some hamstring work and calf work on my injured leg, because we need to make sure that the environment for this surgery and for the nerves are as optimal as they can be for a full recovery and whatever that looks like. Again, I'm optimistic, so I'm trying to get back to 100% of what I was. I know medically they say it's not possible, but we are damn sure going to get at least to 80 or 90%. But it's all up here. I know I used to always say movement is medicine. I'm going to make an amendment to that. Mindset is medicine, because that is the true key of getting through anything in this life, whether you are going through financial troubles, whether you're going through family troubles, friendship troubles, relationship troubles. Your mindset is everything. And I'm a living testament to that. I'm not sure how many days we're at. I didn't look at the counter today, but the mindset is just being able to keep going. Really instilling that mama mentality, like we talked about before, is super important to your success and just your well-being in general. So the range of motion is going well. The nerve is still kind of just floating, doing his thing, waiting for him to make his appearance here in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. And we are officially less than 2 months out from surgery. It is March 28th. Today is January 29th. So we are in crunch time, as my NBA aficionados like to say. And I'm really looking forward to this progress, because now, since I'm up and able to do a lot more with my body, I'm really hoping that this accelerates my progress and gets me on the fast track to be able to just be normal again, I guess. But let's see, the nerve, the range of motion, the walking boot, as I mentioned before, I'm actually starting to get some good feeling down the front of my leg, which was numb before. That area on the front of your shin, which is pretty much responsible. So if you were to move your toes up towards your face, your part of your leg on your shin would light up or just raise up, just because you're activating that muscle. That muscle is actually starting to activate on my right leg when I walk. So again, all good things. I am not tripping over that one bit. Now, the sad news is I was basically told by my PA that I won't be able to be a part of run clubs or pretty much do anything high impact anymore. The reason being because everything in that category is officially low reward, high risk. And this is something I had figured based on my injury, based on the graph. There's a lot of things at play here for my long-term prognosis. However, the only issue is because of the extensive damage in my knee, the surgery can only fix so much of it. So the reason I won't be able to do run clubs anymore is because I am at risk for early onset arthritis, and I am 33 years old, which is insane to think about. But again, things happen. These are the circumstances. I would rather have a life. I'd rather have a leg. So I will count my blessings there and keep it pushing like always. It was a little bit of a shock at first, just because I had assumed that I would be able to make it back to normalcy of being able to do run clubs, running miles a week, doing all these different things, playing basketball on a light level, maybe just, nothing up and down, playing 4 times a week like I was before. But the good times are behind us. Luckily, we got a lot of good years of basketball and a lot of good years of running in. And I will be making my transition to be a Peloton man. And all the low impact exercises that you can think of, that's going to be me. Your boy is going to be out here strictly getting these miles in on the bike. So if you're out there on Peloton, definitely link in with me. I'm trying to get my range of motion back so I can get a full class in. But once that's the case, we'll be good. Hopefully this summer I'll be able to get back in the Peloton guide and everything like that and just get myself situated. But the reason why I think it took a mental toll on me is because of the expectation that I was going to be my normal self again. And that is where I've learned one of the key lessons throughout this entire process is expectations are the key to potential letdown and failure. Because when we expect something to turn out a certain way and it doesn't happen like that, you're setting yourself up for amplified disappointment, which is not just regular disappointment. People experience regular disappointment every day. There's somebody that makes your coffee order wrong at Starbucks or whatever it is. Like, that's small. But when you set yourself up, especially with something of this magnitude of having this grandiose vision of what you want your next world to look like, that is where it becomes an issue. So lesson learned here for everybody out there. If you're at some fork in the road with something that's going on, just make sure you have realistic expectations. Don't have insanely crazy ones, just in the case that you have to kind of back down and really understand that this is a potential reality. This is something that you might have to deal with, and you don't want to set yourself up so high in the sky that the fall is quite dramatic. But all that being said, again, I'm not tripping over it. Honestly, it took me a couple of minutes to register, but ironically enough, my PA was awesome. He was just saying, before I had my knee injury, speaking about himself, he was a trail runner. He was out there running 7-8 miles a day on the trails. He did a lot of damage to his knee, and now he can't do as much as he did. So he's on the Peloton, he walks, all these different things. And even 3 years after his surgery, he is still struggling with some things. So it was really cool. And I think it's just continuing the notion of things just lining up, because I am meeting people who have been in my situation, meeting people who are not only fascinated, but are willing to try their damnedest to help me get back to, again, some sort of normalcy in the medical field and everything like that. So while it's bad for most people, it's just sad for me. No more run clubs, no more hooping. I do not want early onset arthritis in my 30s. I will physically be able to run. So if anything ever happens, I will be able to book it. And that is the main thing. I will be able to run. However, I will not be able to sustain that pace for miles on end like I once did. So that's pretty much it for this quick update for this episode. Just wanted to let y'all know that it's continuously a journey. We are less than 2 months away from surgery, and it's looking good. A lot of things are going on. Really looking forward to making more social appearances. As I mentioned in the last episode, have some really cool things coming up that I can't wait to share with y'all on my social media. So catch me over there. I'm uploading the highlights and everything to my stories. I have my meta glasses kind of just tracking me and seeing what's going on. So catch me on Instagram, or if you like these better, feel free to comment, like, subscribe like always. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Double digits. Summit S33ker 10 coming soon. Peace.